Hi guys, hope your day is doing alright. So I'm gonna get straight into this one as it's honestly my favorite stories to tell people. So also like any other day of mine, I was watching the newest season of The Rookie and some buddies of mine pulled up to my house and were right outside. They ended up calling me to come out. So I ended up doing it, paused my show, went outside, and they all had their bikes with them. I was like, oh god, I don't want to do this. So now it was just the four of them, and I'm gonna call them Thing One, Thing Two, Shiny, and Fanta. Thing one and thing two were identical twins who were completely opposite. Thing one was shy and timid, and thing two was loud and honestly obnoxious. Shiny had bright blonde hair, so that's why we called him Shiny, and Fanta had orange hair, so pretty self explanatory. We weren't really that creative with our nicknames. You see, the reason they called me outside was to check out the abandoned retirement village in my place. It was honestly a horrible spot full of junkies and criminals, and in retrospective, wasn't a place for like 4 15-year-olds. But four people were killed there, so we wanted to go there. We were teenagers and we just had to do something like that for the dad law, right? So I hopped on my bike and we rode there for like 2 minutes. When we got there, it had this really big gate that blocked off the path. But if you went in around the back of it and did some parkour off your bike onto this like fountain into another gate, you ended up getting in. Fanta and Shiny went first, as it was their second time being there, as it was for me too. But for the twins, it wasn't. That's why we did it. It became like a christening to our group, made you like a man and our friend group, and it was Thing One and Thing Two's turn to do it. Thing Two went in pretty much straight away, and Thing One was like kind of hesitant, but I ended up convincing him to go in, telling him that nothing would happen. We all entered the place and climbed up to the roof, where we found this hole in the wall and we crawled through it. And this place stunk. We ended up crawling through the hole in the wall, made it to this massive community center in the middle. It was littered with garbage and all that shit. We made our way through it, explored a little bit, made it to this outdoor veranda bit with a glass table on it. We decided to split up here as Shiny, Thing One, and I went to go explore the swimming center while Thing Two and Fanta hung around the veranda. The swimming center was absolutely disgusting and filled with the most inhumane shit, like literal human shit in the fucking pool. We saw these two homeless guys sleeping in their tents and we dipped as we weren't trying to have a homeless ditty party. Fanta ended up calling my name and waiting for me to come around the corner on my way back. As I did, he threw this brick at this glass table. I forgot to mention was that the abandos were built right next to this apartment complex, and the area we were in was a bit below an apartment's backyard. Now, obviously, the crashing of this glass table was crazy loud. So not only did we wake up the homeless guys, but this old and angry-ass Karen came out of her balcony yelling the cops are on their way and that we were going to get arrested. And hearing shit like that, like 15-year-old boys, we were not staying around to find out if that was true or not. I had a beelining it to the roof when we climbed into it, and these two homeless guys started chasing us on the way. They're yelling, "I'ma kill you, stop right there, let me get a good look at you," which for us was way, way, way scary. And it honestly made us run way faster in pure fear. We made it to the roof and saw cop cars pulling up to the front of the abando, so we had to jump through the back way out to our bikes. And since I was the strongest, I acted as an anchor and boosted the boys over the fence one by one. And I ended up climbing up to the fence after them, after they helped me up. It was either all of us got caught or none of us got caught. We got on our bikes right as the cops got on foot around the corner. See, you couldn't really fit a car in where we were, so it was right next to this bike path in this river, so cars were not going to chase us. We all pedaled like crazy right back to Shiny's house, which was like a 10-minute bike ride. I honestly reckon the cops just gave up since we were kids and they didn't want to bother chasing us through the bike paths as well. But once we got to Shiny's house and laid low there, we talked about what happened, sharing our stories and shit, and it was honestly one of the best memories I've ever had. But I decided to leave my bike there as I had to walk past the abandoned retirement place to get to my home. And I'm super glad I did, as there were cops everywhere, interviewing people and clearing the place out. I remember going like full Assassin's Creed stealth mode and trying to avoid them like crazy. This one cop saw me and asked what I was doing because I looked suspicious. I just said I didn't know anything about it and I was on my way home. If I didn't get home soon, my mom was going to kill me for missing curfew, as it was always getting pretty dark. But yeah, that's about it. Sometimes running from the cops is honestly a good thing, as they don't always catch you. See you guys.